Bonjour, l'interview en biais, nouveau format sur la chaîne, vous l'avez peut-être pas vu la dernière fois, c'est le deuxième épisode. On a lancé ce concept avec Julien Gilleron en invitant Clémentine Geoffrey, que vous connaissez bien évidemment si vous êtes français, hein, c'est la meilleure française et peut-être une des meilleures au monde en trail court, en proposant à quelques personnes et des coureurs surtout de venir discuter avec nous. Je m'associe avec Julien Gilleron, qui est le meilleur intervieweur dans le trail aujourd'hui, qui nous propose peut-être une ou deux fois par mois pour l'instant de venir à la rencontre de ces stars ou de ces très forts coureurs avec un angle un peu particulier où il s'agit d'aborder des sujets que nous on ne connaît pas, nous kidam des sentiers. Deuxième épisode, Davide Magnini. Davide Magnini, vous le connaissez sûrement aussi. On l'a comparé à ses débuts à Kilian, manière de lui mettre un peu la pression. Le gars, il a gagné le marathon du Mont Blanc en 2019, il avait 22 ans, plusieurs fois champion du monde dans sa catégorie d'âge, mais en ski alpinisme. Il a gagné la Pyramenta, il a fait des podiums sur les plus grandes courses, Zegama, peut-être aussi Sierzinal. Un prodige du trail qui a connu quelques péripéties plus récemment. L'année dernière, cette année, il était longtemps blessé. Mais il revient à la compétition en participant ce week-end au Marathon du Mont Blanc. Ça va être intéressant de voir ce qu'il en pense, d'avoir un petit peu un retour sur sa carrière et tout ce qui lui est arrivé. Je vous invite à activer les traductions en temps réel sur YouTube, parce que David, il parle pas français, ça sera en anglais. Je vous laisse entre les mains de Julien. Allez, c'est parti.
Hello, en direct des internets pour un invité qui sait se faire rare.
Hi everyone, I'm Davide Magnini.
Connaissez-vous l'histoire de ce cadet italien qui, en 2014, remportait les championnats d'Europe de ski alpinisme à 17 ans?
And also a professional ski mountaineering in the national team from Italy.
Si l'on vous dit que ce jeune de 22 ans gagnait son marathon du Mont Blanc en 2019.
Professional trail runner from New Balance.
Un peu à la Kilian de par le gabarit et le style. Eh oui, Kilian, encore Kilian. On l'a tellement décrit, comparé comme son successeur. Oui, mais le pronostic et la science, ça fait deux.
It's not true that I'm the new Kilian.
Des bobos, des gènes, et voici près de 2 ans qu'il n'a pas couru en Golden Trail. 2 ans pendant lesquels le niveau n'a cessé d'augmenter. Et si, au fond, nous plaquions nos propres attentes sur un athlète qui décide de ne pas du tout les suivre? Peut-on parler en tant que militaire, ce qu'il est, de Giorgia Meloni ou avoir une opinion large? Les Golden Trail seraient-elles un labo intéressant du trail olympique? Bref, on a énormément de questions à lui poser, puisque c'est sa première course de l'année, son 4e ticket pour le marathon du Mont Blanc. On a la chance et le plaisir d'être avec
Davide Magnini. Hi everyone, I'm Davide Magnini, professional trail runner from New Balance team and also a professional ski mountaineering in the national team from Italy.
Davide, parlons de ta vie personnelle et de ski. On t'a connu juste avant une petite série de petits embêtements, de blessures qui sont venus t'embêter en 2021. Avant de parler de santé et de trail, la première question immédiate est plutôt personnelle. Où est-ce que tu en es de ta vie d'élève militaire et de skieur?
Yes, we knew each other. I remember in 2019 in a really nice moment in Chamonix for my first win in Mont Blanc Marathon and first real marathon of trail running. And after 3 years, yes, from 2022, I had some small injuries, but yeah, it's part of the athlete's life, going up and down. The shape is changing, and some small injuries can happen. Now, as a student, I left my engineering progress of studying in engineering of materials that I started in Trento at the university. I did my 3 years bachelor degree, and after I tried also for the master, but it was too hard to make a high level of a professional level of sport, and at the same time studying a master of engineering. So in 2021, I decided to stop and to put all my energies in sport, in ski mountaineering in winter and trail running in summer. And it's now some years that I'm just focusing on the athlete life. And as a military now, it's 9 years that I'm in the army team for ski mountaineering. I joined it at the age of 18, and I was really happy to be part of this big team because it teach me a lot. I had the opportunity during the years to compete with the best ski mountaineers of the world with my teammates. Now, in this moment that the ski mountaineering is going to the Olympic Games, the things are changing a little bit, but I hope to be able to continue to do both sports.
Parlons de pression. Tu exploses littéralement en 2016 en trail et jusqu'en 2021, beaucoup de gens t'ont comparé, voire presque contraint, je dirais, à la figure de Kylian. On parle de gabarit, de performance, de carrière, de précocité. Mais en 2021, tu fais encore cinquième sur Cerzinal et en 2022, tu cours trois belles épreuves des Golden, puisque tu fais deuxième à Zegama, deuxième sur le marathon du Mont Blanc et cinquième à Stranda. As-tu ressenti une pression de la part du public ou des observateurs qui te disaient ta voix, c'est obligatoirement celle du trail et d'être le numéro un?
Yes, for me, Kilian has always been like a hero. He was my idol when I was a kid, and I grew up looking at his performances during the summer, during winter in Himalaya. So I really love what he is doing and what he did in the past. After I had the chance to become a friend of Kilian, and still now we are a good friend. We chat sometimes. So I'm really honored that many times people compare me and said, you are the new Kilian. But I always say everyone has a different story. Everyone has a different life, a different daily routine. So it's not true that I'm the new Kilian. I'm Davide Magnini. I want to build my own career, my own story, and I want to follow my path that maybe will be a little bit different from Kilian. Of course, for many reasons, you can compare what I'm doing with what Kilian did in the past, but I always said that Kilian is many level higher than me in terms of schema, in terms of especially in the summer in trail running, starting from really short race to 100 miles. And at the moment, in the years, I had good results in trail running from 2018 to 2021. So my career was not so stable and long as Kilian. I did many less results, and year by year the level is growing of the athlete, of the competition is growing. So for me, it's becoming always more difficult to be at the top of the races, both in summer and winter. And with these small injuries that I had since 2022, it's becoming harder to be constant in trail running. The pressure played a big role in the past, especially at the beginning when I did my exploit in 2019, when I was first in Marathon du Mont Blanc. Everybody was speaking about a new Kilian, but I always felt a little bit different. Of course, at the beginning, it was not easy to manage this pressure and all this big and nice word for me. But with the time, I learned to manage this pressure. And also due to the injuries, I had to manage well this pressure, because otherwise I couldn't be able to come up and to come back from a dark period, from a bad period. So yes, the pressure was high in the past, but in the last year I managed to face it and do my life without feeling it too much.
En 2022, tu étais arrivé moins préparé à Zegama, puisque tu nous avais dit que tu sortais d'une grosse saison de ski et que la transition était très courte. Mais surprise, on t'avait vu totalement libéré, heureux, et sur un duel anthologique avec justement Kylian qui avait signé son dernier record sur Zegama. Et c'était vraiment fabuleux de te voir courir aussi libéré. Malheureusement, le marathon du Mont Blanc avait été douloureux, problème gastrique. 2023, tu n'as couru qu'un KV en septembre. En juin 2024, quelle place a représenté ta saison de ski et dans quel état tu arrives sorti de cette saison de ski?
Last year, unfortunately, I had an injury just before the Trail Running World Championship at the beginning of June. Just 10 days before the race, I had an inflammation of the groin in the right hip. And from that moment, I wasn't able to run for more than 2 months. I was just hiking and do exercise in the gym to come back. And when I start again to run in August, September, at the beginning, it seems that everything was okay. But after 2, 3 weeks of preparation, another problem in the femoral bone came out. So in October, I had to stop again from running. And I did all the preparation for the ski season on bike rollers or on the bike. With some magnetotherapy. And after, when I started the preparation on the ski, on the snow, the hip was working much better. And I had good feelings at the beginning of the season. Just lack of strength of the right leg due to this problem. But this feelings goes away by the ski season was running. And from March to the end of the skimo season, I had really good feelings, both in terms of aerobic shape and also for the hip. Everything was working good on the ski, and I also started again to run. So at the beginning, really slowly in between some skimo session. And in the skimo season for me represent the coming back to competition. So in terms of aerobic and metabolism, I'm really in a good state now. But unfortunately, when I started to run again this spring, I had 1.5 months of a good preparation also on running. All the April and May was a good period for me, and I was focused to come back running in the Marathon du Mont Blanc for trail running. But unfortunately, now that it's 20th of June, just 15 days ago, I had a fallout of the problem at the right hip. I had again an inflammation of all the hip, and I had to stop again from running. Unfortunately, it's not so painful and not so serious like last year. And we were able to figure out a little bit better maybe which is the problem and how to treat it. So it's already 10 days that I'm working on it. And fortunately, I can bike and do my training on the bike. And I am confident that I will be back already this summer in the competition. But for sure, it's not a good period for me because I feel really good for the breathing, the metabolism, and all the aerobic shape, but my hip is not, it's not allowing me to run, so I have to do some other sport now.
Depuis 2022 et tes dernières performances en Golden, le niveau semble avoir encore incroyablement augmenté. Les athlètes paraissent de plus en plus préparés, presque 25 ou 42, et souvent l'un ou l'autre, et pas l'un et l'autre. Est-ce que tu le ressens toi aussi, et quelles seraient, après tout, tes nouvelles forces, toi qui n'as quasiment pas couru pendant 2 saisons sur Golden Trail?
For sure, during these 2 years, I was following every race, both inside the Golden Trail Series or outside, because athletes are performing also in other races, really famous. And for me, it's not easy to see all these athletes performing, and I have to stay at home and to watch the races on the screen. But this is what I can do at the moment. So yes, for sure, the level has risen a lot in the trail running, but also in skimo. And I felt it also on my skin when I was competing this winter in the World Cup. And some athletes are doing skimo like Remy Bonnet. We are doing both skimo and trail running. So I know that it's growing a lot and improving, and I hope to be able to come back to a proper training to also improve my skills, to improve my level, because when I will be back in the competition at the beginning, for sure, my goal will be to run with good feelings and to reach the finish line without problem, without pain. I was suffering and never had good feelings in running. And for sure, in this year that I was out of competition, what I developed is the mental part. I discovered also some mental strength that I didn't have. So I hope that this helped a little bit to be more strong on the mental part when I will be back on the competition.
Tu parles de Rémi Bonnet. Comme Rémi Bonnet, tu n'auras pas couru avant la reprise de la saison Golden Trail. Rémi a fait le choix de ne pas courir sur les épreuves asiatiques ni sur Zegama. N'y aurait-il pas une autre façon de reprendre la compétition trail autre que par Zegama ou le marathon du Mont Blanc, afin de réaliser des courses compétitives, mais peut-être un peu moins médiatisées, et d'avoir peut-être un peu plus de temps et un niveau moindre, ou un niveau équivalent, mais avec moins de pression et de stress aussi physiologique, à moins que tu aimes ce poids et cette compétitivité.
You speak really well. I planned before to come back at Mont Blanc Marathon, but it was not the first race that I wanted to do in 2024. If the training was going as planned before and without any problem, I would have run a smaller race in Italy the last weekend. But as I told you, since 15 days, 2 weeks, I'm out of running. So I had to cancel everything. And also for me, I think it's the same. He ran a vertical race, not a vertical, but an uphill race in Switzerland this weekend. And after he will come back to bigger races, Mont Blanc Marathon. And for me, will be the same. Now my focus is to come back to a proper training, and after a good period of training, I will choose some small races to see where is my level and to see to compare myself to the other athlete. And when I will feel myself ready, I will come back maybe in August to Cerdinal or bigger races after.
On aimerait parler de culture, mais on va encore parler un peu de politique. Un tout petit peu. Une double question. Pourquoi as-tu choisi l'armée? Est-ce que c'est parce que tu y retrouves des valeurs, et quelles valeurs? Ou simplement pour le plaisir et la chance d'être purement en montagne et tout le temps? Et je me demande ce que tu penses quand tu vois, par exemple, Giorgia Meloni ou la montée des nationalismes en Europe. Est-ce que tu dois te taire par ton devoir de réserve? Et est-ce que tu pourrais quitter l'armée sur une incompatibilité de point de vue?
It's a really complicated question, the second one, but the first is it will be really easy. When I was 18 in Italy, the best way to do it was to join the army, because the army gives you a financial support and a big support in terms of preparation, teammates, experience. You have the chance to train to the best skiers, and so it was the way to grow up with them. I also share many values of this, of the Alpini, of the Esercito, and the importance of the nation. But for the rest, it's not so true that you have to shut your mouth. You can be yourself even if you are in the army. You can express your thoughts. Of course, it's more a problem now for the way that skimo took in the last 2 years towards the Olympics, because I was doing skimo because it's an endurance sport, because I love to be in the mountains, because I love to do long races. And since the moment that ski mountaineering joined the Olympic Games, all the energy, all the interest is focused on the sprint race. That is something really a show, but it's not real skimo. If the federation and the army will give more and more importance to this specialty, of course, for me, the option will be to leave the army. And if the things are changing in the year, of course, I will also change my life.
Pour terminer, est-ce que tu penses que, quelque part, les Golden Trails, c'est un peu un laboratoire du trail olympique?
For sure, the Golden Trail World Series is something that changed the world of trail running in the last year. It makes it a little bit more professional, both in terms of financial support, in visibility, advertising, and so the athletes that are running in this series can have advantages. And this format with a live streaming is something that could be maybe on a TV for the Olympic Games. But I don't know which are the plans for the future in terms of Olympic Games, because you know, when you speak about Olympics, it's not just about sport. There are political issues behind. In my opinion, trail running with the format of Golden Trail World Series with live streaming, shorter race around 25-30K could be a format that suits really well for the TV. But until the Olympic Committee will be convinced of this and will put energies on this project, it will be hard to be realized.
Question traditionnelle pour terminer. La prochaine course, qu'est-ce que ce sera après le marathon du Mont Blanc?
Let's see how my injury develops, because I hope to be able to come back to competition at beginning of August. So let's see where is my level in trail running, and after I will decide which races do.
Davide, on te souhaite surtout d'avoir du plaisir, plus de douleur, te sentir aussi libéré qu'on a pu te voir. Et la performance ou pas, on s'en fiche, elle viendra avec, mais elle viendra sûrement.
Thank you very much, Laurent. It's always a pleasure to speak with you, and looking forward to seeing you again in Chamonix, and then hopefully in Cervinal to share the same race.
Grazie mille.
Bye bye.